Somehow my phone spelled my name wrong, but that's life, ain't it? Oh, Lord. Oops. Alright. So, good morning. Well, it's actually kind of almost afternoon here in New York. But, alright. I did say it was brunch time. I did have a medium cup of coffee. This is New York, so we say cup of coffee. Gotta have to have a cup of coffee. So, I did get a little breakfast, a brunch. I'm just gonna give it out there right now that I am going to be eating something with meat in it. So, in case you're offended by people who eat meat, you may not want to watch. And I have to be honest, this is why I wanted to come on here, is exactly this subject. I think I talked about, my past a lot here. Hey, good morning, Tesla. So, I wanted to jump on here, and because last night somebody got upset because I made chicken crust pizza, because they don't eat meat anymore, which I can understand that. I was a vegan for 5-6 years of my life. I was vegetarian for about, I was vegetarian for 10 years, and I went vegan for 5. And then I had my weight loss surgery, and weight loss surgery, you cannot go vegan when you have weight loss surgery. It's unfortunate, that's just the way life is, but I had to do something for my health. You're on the West Coast. Oh, that's right, you talked about you live in California. Awesome. California, I was actually really talking about California just this morning. I'm very proud of California because of all their amazing animal and environmental legislation. New York's not too far behind, but California is pretty far ahead of us. But I'm just I want to put a warning out there because I am going live at 4:30. I cook dinner on my lives usually on Fridays and Saturdays. I am going to be making chicken marsala. If you are offended by chicken marsala or eating chicken, you may not want to come to the live later. And this is the conversation I want to have on YouTube. I've talked a lot about my past and who I am and what I've been about. And obviously Frankie's letting us know she wants to, actually, look what I got. Biscuits and gravy. This is biscuits and gravy, Tesla. Check that out. This is actually biscuits and gravy in here. It's a new thing at 7-Eleven. It's actually pretty good. I really shouldn't be eating biscuits, but I was stressed out this morning, and I felt today could be a little bit of a. I also have a Jamaican beef patty for later. But this is what I want to talk about because last night somebody was upset with me because I made chicken crust pizza. Yeah, it's a cheat day. Unfortunately, with gastric sleeve, sometimes that doesn't work out that way, but for some reason I can manage to eat these things because they're considered slider foods. So, that's exactly it. Somebody got upset with me because I made, hi Candace, somebody got upset with me yesterday because I made chicken crust pizza. And I can understand it. I was a vegan for like 5 years. I was a vegetarian for 10. I used to work on a farm. I've been in a slaughterhouse. I've seen it for myself. Paul McCartney said it best once. If slaughterhouses had windows, everybody would be a vegetarian. And I had that moment. I had a gun in my hand. Somebody put a gun in my hand, Miss Kelly's hand, to put a air rod. Ooh, casino. I wish we have a casino here, but it's you don't want to go there. You're making me want to go to Atlantic City right about now. I do like Atlantic City. Ooh, Sunnies and Rays, sun rays. We gotta go to Atlantic City. We'd have a grand time there. If you go in October, it's actually not too bad. Price. I don't know what hotels are left down there though. The last time I went to. This is not a political thing. The last time I went to Atlantic City, I stayed in, oh, you got a free room? Oh, no. When I went to Atlantic City, first of all, I went with an idiot. I went with somebody I shouldn't have gone with, but I did. And I managed to get a room at the Trump Hotel for $53 a night. Not bad. But I mean, listen, like I said, I'm not going to go into politics. It actually was a beautiful hotel. I must say it was a beautiful hotel. But at that time, Trump didn't own. I just had some coffee myself. I had it with peep cream, cream of peeps. But I must say, the Trump Hotel was quite beautiful. I don't. I'm not going to go into how I feel about that man. If I do, I don't like him. But I have to say that hotel is gorgeous. But at the time, Trump no longer owned the hotel. It was taken over by the bank. But it was a beautiful hotel, and they had a rainforest cafe in there, and it was, oh man, it was gorgeous. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Miller time. um, so, I just wanted to come on here and listen. I was a vegan and vegetarian. I don't like eating animals. I still don't like it. I don't want to do it, but unfortunately, with weight loss surgery, that is the life that I must live for right now. I am trying to find some people to guide me into going back to being a vegan, but unfortunately, with weight loss surgery, that just doesn't exist. Ooh, I never had it. See, I have to be honest, I'm boring with alcohol. But if we go to Atlantic City, if we have a sunrise trip to Atlantic City, they give free drinks in the casinos, and man, I'm gonna have me a mudslide or a pina colada. But I can only eat. I could probably only drink half at this point. Last time I went, that was before weight loss surgery. I had two, and me and the Porcelain King were having a very in-depth conversation. But I understand eating chicken is yucky. Ah, that sounds good. I grew up as an omnivore, and when I got into high school, that's when I joined the animal science program. I'm trained as a veterinary assistant. I'm also trained in farm management as well as marine science. Yes, I do have a background in marine science. So if I talk about, my dislike for SeaWorld or aquariums or something like that, I actually do have a background. I'm not a marine biologist, but I have a lot of training with sea life. I've never worked with a dolphin or a whale, but I kind of have a really big understanding about that. Yeah, exactly, Candace. I'll be honest. When I was a vegan, I'm still an animal rights activist to a certain degree. I'm still not giving up on some of the campaigns that I've been working on for years. I have the markings of a campaign that I work on, and I am not giving up on this. I'm not giving up on the Japanese hunting dolphins. Hey, good morning from Zero to Homestead. How are you, my friend? Yeah. No, I don't. I don't know all the cuts on the beef. I never slaughtered an animal, but I was in the slaughterhouse. I never understood why that was part of my lessons, because I was supposed to be a veterinary assistant. I had actually goals at the time to become a veterinarian, so I'm not understanding why we had to learn those kinds of things, but it is what it is. They said it was farm management, and I never had the desire to work on a farm. But I'd seen it. I'd seen everything for myself. And from that moment, I said, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to eat an animal ever again. And then 10 years later, I learned a lot about, the other issues, other ways that animals are mistreated. And I said, well, I can't do that. So I went vegan. But unfortunately, with weight loss surgery, unfortunately, with me being a vegan and vegetarian, you wouldn't think this, but there are actually a lot of really great meat alternatives that are very tasty, and there are vegan things like cookies and cakes and chips and all kinds of things. So it is easy to fall off the bandwagon and you don't lose weight. There are people out there who just follow a good morning, Jamie's life. How are you? How's your snake and your pup doing? Mine's harassing me because I have my my little brunch here. This is actually from 7-Eleven. I know I shouldn't be eating it, but I'm sharing it with you. What do I do now? Well, I'm disabled, so I'm on YouTube all the time. I was doing beauty consultation for a little while. I'm looking for a small part-time job now just to help, pay for some of the things around here. I've been bugging Savers for the last year or so to give me a job because I love Savers so much. Can I tell y'all something? I was so stressed this morning. I just walked into a yard sale and walked out and didn't buy a damn thing. But there's nothing really there to buy. I'm going to the flea market tomorrow. So yeah, I'm trained in a lot of things. Ooh, that's awesome. Jamie's live. You're almost there. You're on the road to 1K. That's awesome. I bet you if this week, you could potentially make it this week. We can't legally do that here yet, Tesla. I'm patiently awaiting for that. We actually have an awesome place right up in Times Square. It's called the Penzi. Yeah, vegan desserts are awesome. I'm not gonna lie about that. We actually have a place in the in Times Square. I don't live in New York City because I know people get that confused with that. Good morning, SW. How's the raccoons and the kitty cats doing? They still sharing their lunch? That was just the cutest thing. I tell you, I love animals, and yes, it does bother me to eat them, and it does. It greatly bothers me to eat them. I don't want to eat them. I feel guilty every day. I could. A Tesla, when I went vegetarian, I went cold turkey. I didn't wean off of anything. I just said, nope, I'm not doing it anymore. Vegan was very easy. Good morning, Suresh. Ah, awesome. Vegan was the easiest part because I don't like milk anyways. And there are some, milk is an easy thing to get rid of, to tell you the truth. I still don't drink cow's milk. Well, with weight loss surgery, I could do that. I cannot. I could avoid cow's milk. I get what's called as Ripple milk, which is a pea protein milk. It's actually far more grams of protein and less carbs and fat than. Oh, well, you're free to do that. Yeah. Thanksgiving. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, no. Did this to me again? No. Oh, gosh. I don't know what's up with YouTube. Hold on. I'm going to restart my live now. This is horrible. Yep. Oh, no. I don't know. YouTube's kind of funny these days with live. Milk was easy. And actually, vegan ice cream is delicious. Oh, my God. So, yeah, I don't have a problem on my own personal self. Yep, I'm back. Just like Shady. But unfortunately, yeah. I think I was listening to that on my walk home. I actually have the paid Pandora. I think I paid $12 a month for Pandora, and I have my own playlist and no commercials. It's not necessarily on unlimited skip. Frankie, you want a little biscuit? There we go. So, you know, when I was a vegan, I was never ever educated, yes, but I didn't educate it by, like, saying something was disgusting. No, I like Pandora. Good morning, Dinky. I was never ever, oh, it's morning here, but good evening to you then. I would never force my way of life on anybody. The only thing that I would kind of really get into is SeaWorld. I don't support SeaWorld. Like I said earlier, I do have a background in marine science. I've never worked personally with whales and dolphins. I've been around them, of course, in captivity and out. I'll be going whale and dolphin watching in a few weeks, and when I go to New Jersey, and I'll be doing that. I'll be live streaming that, just so you know, if the internet allows. Ow, Frankie. But being food police, yeah, dolphins are lovely, and I love seeing them in the wild, though. It's just so much better to me. You can get so much more bang for your buck. I've never been to Hawaii. No. I've never been to the West Coast, period. But I have been to the Caribbean. Oops. Sharing a little of my biscuits and gravy with my dog. Because, you know, I was going to get her a hot dog, and I forgot to get it for her. I know I'm a bitch. I forgot to get the dog her hot dog at 7-Eleven. I treat my dog like everybody else. My kids are not home, so me and her could share a little breakfast. She's my best friend, my dog. Wanna say hi, Frankie? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. She's enjoying her half of the breakfast. Yeah, dogs are loyal. Although I have to say this, dolphins and whales are smart. Did you know pigs? Frankie, pigs are actually smarter than dogs. Did you know that, Frankie? Did you know that, girl? Oh, somebody's pants. I mean, I loved working with pigs and such, so it was such a sad thing. Have I been to France? Nope, I've never been to Europe either. But it's on my to-do list. Do you have a bucket list, Test Luck? I do. I want to go to Ireland and learn more about my family. You know, I'm Irish. You know, my favorite author is, I've been to Mexico. Yes, I've been to Mexico, and I love it there. Let me tell you something. That's one beautiful place. I love Mexico. Mexico was fun. Everyone says that people are rude, but no, they're very nice down there. I've never had a problem in Mexico. I enjoyed myself big time there. I've been to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I like the food. I like to, see, here's the thing. Taco Bell, that's delicious. But nothing beats the real thing. I don't know if I talked about this. My kid's dad is Puerto Rican. And when I lived in that house, man, that food is delicious too. Now, Puerto Rican food and Mexican food is so different, but real Spanish food, opposed to McDonald's, opposed to Taco Bell, that's some good stuff. Yep. And actually, the other Latin companies, the Latin countries, make similar dishes. They make like a arroz con gandules and different rice and beans, but they all spice it differently. It all tastes different, and man, I love it. That's the one food I miss is rice. I've had tamales. Yeah, they're good. Now, my kid's grandma, she makes something different than tamales. She makes what's called pasteles. That's totally different. Now, pasteles is made with the green banana, and instead of the however they make the tamales. But this, well, actually, they do wrap the pasteles in the green banana. That's how they form them. But you don't eat the green banana, the banana leaf. Sorry, you do eat the green banana. That's what's inside. Yeah, I like rice, but I can't eat it anymore. It's when you have the gastric sleeve, it's like you know when you give rice to birds, it expands and causes all kinds of problems. Hold on, Frankie, I'm getting you some. My puppy, I love this girl. That was probably the one argument as a vegan that I always had, was that your pets cannot be vegan. I'm sorry. I never got behind that. People can be vegan. Sure. Dogs? Absolutely not. I would never force that onto my dog. My kids, I kind of did and I kind of didn't. My kids were not... I know. You want some more biscuit? There you go, little girl. English rice milk. No. What does that taste? Is that like rice pudding? That sounds good. If you know me well enough, you know that I'm a huge Charlie Hunnam fan, so I'm willing to learn anything about England. I have never been. My parents have been, but I have not. But that sounds actually really good. Rice milk. Ooh, that does sound good. Hold on, Franks. You want the rest? There you go. I treat animals like people, so... You know what it is? When I grew up, I know kids these days are not learning this lesson because look at the way we're living right now. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And yeah, I have animals on that list too. I treat animals and people the way I want to be treated. And you know, that's why I don't like places. You sure that's totally different than rice pudding? I'll have to try that. I don't think my kid's grandma ever made it. I do love flan. Caramel flan. That's some good stuff. And tres leche cake. Oh my God, have you tried tres leche cake, Tesla? That is some good stuff. I just had a really big cheat on my diet a few weeks ago because my kids made Holy Communion, and my kid's grandma got them a tres leche cake, and she sent home a big piece, and I ate the whole gosh darn thing within 3 days. It was gone. I love that. Oh, yeah. Anything on YouTube? Have you tried Pinterest for recipes, Tesla? That's another one I use, is Pinterest. And Facebook. There's a lot of cooking pages on Facebook that do all kinds of recipes. Yeah. Tres leche is delish. I'm not sure if flan's kind of like a cheesecake pudding, jello-y kind of thing. So I may be able to eat that now. I haven't tried it. I did just manage to eat that biscuits and gravy. Oh my God, that was delicious. Can I tell you something? I live in New York, so biscuits and gravy is not really a thing here. I never grew up eating that. No, I have not had chicken mole. My kid's grandma she made her rose con gandules. I can cook a rose con gandule, by the way. I have made it for many Christmas Eves. Pernil. Pernil is good. I used to cook that too. Good morning, Elevator Crazy. How are you? How are you doing, sweetheart? Always a pleasure. Oops, hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi, my puppy. Oh, my good girl. Yes, good morning to you. I'm good. I had a little rough morning, but it's life. That's what happens when you have kids, right? Oops. I have to try that. Okay. I think that's something that a lot of other bariatric people have said that they got at Spanish restaurants. I make my own refried beans too. I do make my own. I just don't fry them. I just boil them up and then throw them into the magic bullet there. Deciding if I'm gonna have my protein shake, even though I ate that. Probably should. Yeah. So just, you know, when somebody comes on here and says, ew, I'm eating meat, just know that it does bother me. I don't like eating it. I do miss being a vegan. It is a very testy subject for me. I love animals. Ooh. I have a piece of salted pork in my freezer, which someone donated to me, so I had to figure out what to do with it. I think I might just figure out how to make some beans in the crock pot with that. Hey, good morning, Just Went. How are you? So, you know, when I eat meat, just know that it does indeed make me very sad. I don't eat a lot of... Good morning, Odrin. Yay, Odrin's in the house. This is just, you know, this is a pop-up live, and I'll be going live again at 4:30. I'll be making a lazy version of, oh, yeah, it's been raining here for a lot here. But we finally have sunshine, which is awesome. It's almost 70 degrees. It's going to be almost 70 today. So that's awesome. Yeah, I can make chili both ways, Tesla. I actually used to make a really great vegan chili. I don't know what happened to that cookbook, but I actually used to make a really good vegan chili, and my family loved it. See, that's how I taught people when I was a vegan. I would make meals for my family, and they would taste it, and they were like, "Oh God, that's good," you know. But I don't go to someone and say, "Ew." You know, ew. No, I don't do that. That's not my thing. I don't like it. But, I was never vegan. I was never, I could do that. Well, it would be a long day kind of video, but, I usually make mine in the crock pot, the vegan one. Yeah, 70, oh, it is. It's nice out. I'm about ready to open up my windows. I did just walk to 7-Eleven and get me a cup of coffee. I'm from New York, so we say cup of coffee. Yep, that's one of our things. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Cup of Joe. Some people say cup of Joe. I don't know. I say cup of coffee. And it had cream of peeps in there with a little splash of Cold Stone Creamery. And of course, because I'm not really supposed to have sugar, I did throw 2 packets of Truvia in there. Good morning, Sparts. How are ya? Yes, they still exist in New York. We actually have one right down the street here, and a few blocks down there's another one. So 7-Elevens are everywhere here. And we actually have a new thing here. It's Cumberland Farms. My watch time. I still need at least 2,900 hours, but I could do that. That's not hard. If I do a live stream 2 days a week for an hour or 2, I will be doing more Inanny Boo Boo. Yes, I think that's a Wednesday kind of deal, but I will be coming up with something. I'm gonna watch some Wendy Williams tomorrow, Monday, and that's how I'm gonna do things. Yeah, 7-Eleven is definitely a thing. Oh, what do they have down there? Piggly Wigglies or Wawas or something like that? I know in New Jersey I don't see 7-Elevens down there. New Jersey has a company called Wawa, but 7-Eleven and New York is all about New York. Oh goodness, New York is all about the 7-Elevens and of course Starbucks. I actually tossed my Keurig pot in the garbage before my weight loss surgery because they said I wouldn't be able to really drink coffee anymore. But I still do. Yep, I do scratch offs. Oh, Quick Trip. Okay. Ah, yes, I think I've been to one of those. Yep. I have to ask my mom. She just bought a house in a condo rather in she has a condo in Tamarack, but she's only snowbirding it. She's not staying down there because Florida's too hot for her in the summer. So I mean, our summers get pretty hot here, to be quite honest with you. If you didn't know that, we actually have fairly decently warm summers. It's been quite depressing lately because it's been cold, and you know, May's already here. Good morning, the real Brooklyn. Yes, what's up? How you doing? So, you know, that's just what I'll be going live again at 4:30 if you guys didn't know. I'm giving you a fair warning because I had somebody in here last night who was not happy. Good morning, Texas Rider. Good morning. How are you? Awesome. Yes, you guys could post. If you have a wrench, you could post a link in here. I don't mind. If you don't have a wrench, I can't let you do that. But if you have a wrench and you want to post somebody else's link in here, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I bet sports. I've never been to Florida. Oh, yes, I actually have been to Florida in the summertime. Yep. Here's the thing with my custody. I'm doing good, Texas Rider. I just had a biscuits and gravy pocket from 7-Eleven. Yes, it was quite heavenly. I have to be honest, biscuits and gravy is not something in my, I grew up eating. I think I might have had it just, you know, going down south. Oh, you live in Atlanta, Georgia now. Oh, I'm thinking about leaving New York sooner or later because, you know, it's just too expensive. My family's been talking about moving down south at some point, but I don't know what to see. Jobs are probably more plentiful down there than it is here. Oh my gosh, jobs? There's no jobs here. Matches? There's no stinking matches here. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if you come to New York, you'll definitely find. Yep, yeah, 4:30. I'll be here 4:30 p.m. and I am gonna cook a very, very simple chicken marsala, like as in super simple. My kids won't be here, so I'll be that's what I'm doing. But oh. I actually haven't had lasagna in a while. Oh yeah, New York's on your bucket list. Yeah, I don't make lasagna. I haven't had lasagna. Oh yes, I have. I had bought a lasagna made from an Atkins one. Yeah, it's very easy. It's a Campbell's soup one. I know, very simple and stupid, but um, I've been to New Orleans. I love it there. That's one place I want to go back to. Oh man. I want to do like, I wonder if they have any like voodoo tours. I'd like to go see one of those. I'm a pagan, so I like everything witchy and ghosty. So I'd love to come to, I'd like to go back to New Orleans and see things. You know, they filmed the TV show Salem in Louisiana. I've never been to Vegas. I'd like to do that too. We have Atlantic City over here, so I guess, you know, I haven't had the urge to go to Vegas. But I do like to play slots. I like to play penny slots. But Vegas isn't just casinos. They have other things there that I'd like to check out. Yeah. Sounds like the Sunnies need a trip. Atlantic City is kind of is like a probably like a slower version of Vegas, I'm guessing, right? That's what it is, like a slower version, a slimmer down version. The boardwalk is pretty cool. I went to Atlantic City because yeah, oh I bet. I really want to go to Vegas because the Backstreet Boys had their a favorite book. Thanks, sports. Yes, we're coming up with some more coming up with some more collabs very soon. It is summertime, so you know what that means. Yard sale time. So we're gonna be talking about that. I came up with an idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna if it want to come to fruition, but I was talking to Jamie about doing a Dollar Tree meal cook-off. Yep, we were talking about a Dollar Tree cook-off. Like, you know, maybe we could set a limit for like, I don't know, $10. Make a full family meal. I want to do that, test luck. Oh, yes. My eBay store would be popping if I did that. Oh, yes. Do you watch that show, Test Luck, Storage Wars? I check that out every now and then. I do watch that. And then there's another show, yeah, I'm sure you do. What about escalators? You know, Macy's on 34th Street still has the original escalators in their store. They're the original wooden ones, which is really cool. Yeah, I don't like escalators either, but I think that's pretty cool that they kept some things. I kind of wish Gangs of New York was one of an excellent movie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't go to Macy's to shop, to tell you the truth. I don't care for it. I'm cheap though. I'm a thrifter. I mean, minus, you know, I go to Spencer's and Hot Topic every now and then. Oh shoot. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have a topic for tonight's 4:30 live. I'm going to a flea market tomorrow. Our flea markets here are indoors, but we do have farmers markets, and I may go to one in a few weeks. Our church, one of the churches here is I have not watched any mafia documentaries, but you know my favorite TV show, well, one of my favorite TV shows, because I have a lot, and I've actually been binging it because I upgraded my Hulu package with the, I added HBO to my Hulu, and the one thing I've been loving this past few weeks is I've been binging, hey St. Casper, good morning. The one thing I have been binging lately is Boardwalk Empire. I'm a huge Martin Scorsese fan. I would love, love, love to work with Martin Scorsese. He's an excellent director. He's like movie gold. His stuff is always good. I mean, he's just awesome. He has an amazing vision when it comes to crime and other movies. Yeah, I do too, sports. I kind of wish they had a I don't think they do, but I wish they had a museum for the 5 points. You know, I'm Irish, so I'm kind of partial to that. You know, when I graduated high school, my mom asked me where I wanted to go for vacation that summer. And you won't believe where I asked to go to, because I knew Disney was off the list. But I asked if we could go to Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. Jesus, where am I going? Williamsburg, Virginia. because I wanted to go. Yeah. Oh, the 5 points. You haven't? Did you see Gangs of New York? The 5 points is where it was actually a building full of the Irish immigrants. It's when the Irish immigrants had issues with the nationalists. You know, when the big Irish immigration came along. You could check it out, sports. I'm not sure if you have Netflix. I think they do have it right now. I think they have Gangs of New York now, and that's actually a Martin Scorsese film. Of course, the very so talented Leonardo DiCaprio's in there. The guy who was in his TV show is in there as well. Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham. Yeah. He played and he was in the oh man, if you've ever seen Boardwalk Empire, Stephen Graham, he's got a very, very thick, heavy British accent. But let me tell you something, this guy pulled off playing, he played Al Capone, and he was excellent as Al Capone. You actually, I mean, I don't know if they really look very similar. I haven't really looked at that. But, man, he really did a great thing. Ooh. Yeah. I have to tell you, I mean, I'm not sure if this is a good thing. I used to love watching Mob Wives. I don't know why I liked it, but I liked it. It's probably one of the few reality shows that I enjoyed. You know, reality shows are like, eh. Yeah, Capone's a really interesting guy. He's very interesting. I like learning more and more about him, to tell you the truth. But if you watch Boardwalk Empire, yeah, they have you know, bits and pieces about Al Capone, but it's about Nucky Thompson, you know, from Atlantic City. And after that show ended, I had to go to Atlantic City. I was there while they were filming the last season. I didn't see anybody. No Steve Buscemi, nobody. Steve Buscemi's from New York. And if you didn't know this, when 9/11 happened, Steve Buscemi actually quietly volunteered. He was actually a fireman, and after 9/11, he quietly went back to his station house and helped with the 9/11 efforts. I mean, I commend that. Actors and actresses and celebrities who do things like that it just fascinates me. I love that. Mob Wives? Mob Wives is very popular. I actually have a friend who is John Gotti's goddaughter, and I've actually had the pleasure of talking to Victoria. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful person. I was so fascinated when I talked to her. I actually had an invite to Big Ange's house one time, and I was so afraid to go that I didn't go. I kicked myself in the pants every day that I didn't go. I'm fascinated by that. I'm so... Oh, yeah. I'm so fascinated by those ladies and all that stuff. But I'm a New Yorker, so, you know, it's definitely fascinating. I mean, I grew up in gangland, but not mob life, not mob gangs, the other ones. So I guess it's just something that fascinates me. I've learned a lot about that subject. I'm also I'm a very big pirate buff. I like to talk about that. Yeah, I've actually lived in it. Sports. I grew up in it. My hometown is on the news a lot with gangland type stuff. We have a huge MS-13 problem, but that's a name that I don't like to speak about. Hi, Ames. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I am having I had a rough morning, but that's life, and tomorrow's another day, and I'll be going to the flea market tomorrow, so I'll be doing maybe I'll do a small vlog. I just saw James Charles just posted a new video, so that may be a topic of conversation. Ah, sounds really good. Yeah, I know. I don't really like to talk about it either. We don't have that many left here, unfortunately, with the flea markets. We used to have one in my county, but we don't anymore. They actually knocked it down and put a target. How you doing? Yeah. I don't like to talk about it. If you walk on the street and you bring up that gang name here, it's gonna be dangerous. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, I was in high school for 9/11. Well, this flea market is generally, it's not like a rummage type of sale, but they do actually have a 2-floor thrift store in this flea market. My daughter is graduating elementary school, so I was hoping to find her. My daughter's graduating elementary school this month, next month rather, because we don't finish our schooling until June, the end of June. So I figured I'd let her pick something out. I did buy her James Charles Sisters hoodie, but I don't know if that's really a thing anymore. I just got a notification that James Charles posted a new video, and I will be checking that out for sure, so I know we have something to talk about at my 4:30 live when I make my dinner with you guys. Yep, yeah, sports, awesome. Up Indisa's World is live. Reselecting mods. Uh-oh. Ames, I actually, you know what I'm gonna do, Ames? I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm actually gonna catch this video and see what he has to say. You know what's just so popular to talk about? It's so popular to talk about right now. Can I tell you something? This is why I like YouTube better than Facebook right now, because Facebook is all politics right now. But YouTube, we're talking about beauty gurus and not talking about politics. It's like so refreshing to be here on YouTube and talk about something else. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to chat about it, because I'm going to, as soon as I end this live stream, I'm going to go check out and see what he's got to say, because that might be of some importance here. I love it. And you know what? That's why I'm going to, you know what, guys? I'm going to end the live